Sun Tzu's The Art of War has continued to be a significant influence on military tacticians and generals since it was written over 2,500 years ago. Despite vast technological advances that have changed the way war is waged, the book has nevertheless remained relevant in the modern era. Although heavily debated on the basis of historicity, traditional Chinese historians believe that Sun Tzu lived during the Spring and Autumn period, specifically from 544 to 496 BCE. According to Shiji, a major work covering several thousand years of Chinese history, written by Sima Qian, Sun Tzu was born in the state of Qi or Wu, serving He Lu, king of Wu. He aided him in prevailing on campaigns against the state of Chu, most notably defeating an army 10 times their number at the Battle of Boju in 506 BCE. Since then, the art of war has been credited for its simple yet effective strategies throughout military history. Among its many readers are Shi Huangdi, who unified all of China under the Qin dynasty, thus ending the Warring States period, which lasted from 476 until 221 BCE, and communist leader Mao Zedong, who established the People's Republic of China in 1949 after defeating Chiang Kai-shek's Western-backed Kuomintang nationalists. Beyond the borders of China, the art of war became incredibly popular with the samurai of Japan. During the Sengoku Jidai, similar to the Chinese Warring States period and lasting from 1467 to 1615, warlords Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu utilized Sun Tzu's teachings to defeat their rivals and unify Japan. Around that same time, Japanese sword saint Miyamoto Musashi wrote his book Go-Rin no Sho, or the Book of Five Rings, which was heavily influenced by the works of Sun Tzu. In the modern era, Vietnamese communist leader Ho Chi Minh, in order to develop an effective strategy against the occupying Japanese, French, and eventually American militaries, translated the art of war to his native language. The most famous of Ho Chi Minh's generals and close confidant, Vo Nguyen Giap, despite lacking any formal military education, voraciously studied the book during his tenure organizing and leading the North Vietnamese army in its various wars for independence. The past few centuries have seen the book grow quite popular in the West. Although still extensively studied by modern military leaders, it has quickly become a favorite among business professionals in competitive fields. So much so that many big finance companies assign it as mandatory reading. Alongside The Prince by Machiavelli, The Art of War has also drawn the interest of politicians seeking to utilize the strategies for the manipulation and defeat of their opponents. Additionally, coaches of various sports, such as the New England Patriots' Bill Belichick, have praised the strategies within the art of war, applying them to achieve victory at the highest level. The art of war teaches a variety of basic strategic principles that can be applied both on the battlefield and in normal life, such as knowing the outcome of a battle before it has even begun. Sun Tzu writes, "Thus it is that in war, the victorious strategist only seeks battle after the victory has been won, whereas he who is destined to defeat first fights and afterwards looks for victory." He also writes, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle." Through meticulous preparation and accurate capability assessment of yourself and your opponents, you can choose the right moment to attack with the mental confidence of knowing your victory is guaranteed. Sun Tzu also teaches the reader about proper management of soldiers, supplies, and the use of spies. He writes about the art of deception, never allowing the enemy to know what you're going to do next. Instead of prolonging a conflict and taking unnecessary losses in sieges, we should instead look to end wars quickly, without devastating conquered territories. Rather than killing captured enemies, we should instead recruit them into our own army, always giving our enemy a way out of fighting, so that they may surrender rather than fight to the death. Throughout the next few videos, we'll be exploring the art of war chapter by chapter, as well as taking the time to focus on specific principles often overlooked in the book. To conclude this introduction, we should always remember: the art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence, it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. Thanks for watching, and as always, this is The Warrior Philosopher, building the foundations of the warrior philosophy. I'll see you next time.